Okay, so a few weeks ago, I made one of the most impromptu and unexpected purchases I've ever made. And that is, as you can clearly see, the All Engines Go Trackmaster Donald. I found him in a Target a couple weeks ago, and I knew they were making him. I learned this a few months ago, but I didn't ever expect to find him in a store, nor did I ever expect to own one. And I saw him, he was only 10 bucks, and I went, screw it, why not? So I picked him up. Of course, he didn't appear in the show for some reason, and I am finally getting around to opening this guy up, and I figured, you know what? Let's tackle a little review of him, you know? Let's make it worth my time. And I'm still just kind of flabbergasted at how in the big 2025, I'm sitting here with a in-store purchase, and that purchase being Donald, the Scottish twin. So, yeah, I'm rather perplexed as to what is happening right now, but I'm not necessarily complaining because from what I'm seeing, he looks pretty good. He's pretty damn tall. So as you can see, I have my Scots in the background. There's my Hit Donald, which you'll see in Season 2, my Player L Donald, Hit Toys Douglas, which I just got yesterday as of recording, my Player L Douglas, which I got last year, and then the Fisher-Price knockoff Douglas, which is going to be used in Season 2. Here we are with All Engines Go Donald. I'm going to go ahead and take him out of the box, and we can go ahead and see how he holds up. I know the new motorized range, just like Trackmaster 2, probably doesn't run that well on this brown track system, but I do not own a single piece of TM2 track, so we're just going to have to roll with it. So let's go ahead and take this guy out of the package. Oh, there's instructions down there. Cool. Oh, this is so weird, dude. This is so weird. He has blue eyes, which, I mean, that makes sense. He's Scottish. Little instruction manual down here. Let's see what this is about. Still has the old Thomas and Friends trademark logo, which is cool. Yeah, this is bringing me back, man. Oh my god. And you can see like the All Engines Go character logo up there, but alas, we're not too concerned about that right now. What we are concerned about is Donald himself. This is his whistle. It's made of a rather flimsy plastic. His switch is huge. Oh my goodness. It's like a big red switch. His tender's rather tiny. Let's go ahead and... he doesn't free roll, of course. Go figure. He's still made out of the same crap that the other Trackmaster engines are. So here he is next to Donald. And, good lord, he is a lot taller. And, the buffers are painted on. They're not, like, added on, like with Donald and the rest of the other guys here. They're kind of just painted on. There's, like, a bit of a leeway. Like this comes out a tiny bit, but not like crazy. But these are added on in the back here, which is odd. Also, he doesn't have like this coupling in the back of the tender. I don't know what's up with that. I don't know if that's like a new thing or that's like the norm, but yeah, here he is. He has a little mole on his face. I don't mind that. I kind of like that. Makes him unique. But apparently him and Douglas were supposed to be different in that Douglas wasn't going to have this, and then Donald was. So here he is next to Hit Donald. And then my Player L Donald is missing a thing back here, so we're just going to look at him like this. Obviously, much bigger on this part, and the paint is a lot more glossy. This Donald has the glossy finish that Roxaclaw gave him. So yeah, and then here he is with this is the Hit Toys Douglas that I got yesterday. He's kind of beat up, so we're gonna get him restored at some point. Again, a lot taller, very similar, not very similar, but kind of similar expressions. And then yeah, so I don't really think it's much of a point to compare it to the other Douglases, but since he is Donald. But I have considered, I'm like, oh, his funnel's crooked. I think, is that intentional? Is that supposed to be like that? But I think what I'm gonna do is that if I ever find him, apparently he's going on Amazon soon, so I'll either get him on Amazon, or if I ever find him in a store again, I'll grab another one and I'll get Roxaclock to make some stickers for Douglas, kind of peel off these stickers and replace them with Douglas stickers. I could probably just do that myself. So yeah, this like back tender coupling is like unique. So we're gonna go ahead and stop stalling because we're already 5 minutes in, and go ahead and put a battery in this. Oh my God, no way this still has the exact same body shape. I have to test if this fits on like my Samsung or something. Oh wait, never mind. Probably not, just because of the switch. So just like all the other Trackmaster 2 engines, he takes a 2 AAA batteries. And he's rather quiet, which is one of the upsides to Trackmaster 2. That is one of the few, in my opinion. It's rather quiet. Yeah, so I don't like that noise. I don't like what that went through my rug or my mat here. But let's go ahead and oh, okay, there we go. Alright. This is so odd. I cannot believe I'm like unboxing and reviewing a brand new Thomas toy. There's the new Trackmaster, like I guess 4 range that's coming out this year. I'm planning on buying them because they actually look pretty good. I think what we're gonna do now is I have a little loop line built up. I have some rolling stock ready, and we're gonna go ahead and see how he runs. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and give the All Engines Go Trackmaster Donald a run. We've got a Playrel Douglas in the back here with another little goods train with Toad. So let's see how he does. Okay. Well, the umbrella light's kind of in the way, but he's actually running pretty well so far. He's so much taller, that's terrifying. All right, now we've got him coupled up to 3 Red Express coaches to see how he does. Oh, okay. He can pull them, and I bet you he could probably pull 5. And here he is with all 5. Oh. Struggling a little bit. Like around corners, he gets a little slower. But other than that, pretty darn good, honestly. I'm rather impressed. I thought he would get stuck on corners. Alright, the last thing I'm going to do out of morbid curiosity is I set up this little loop here for the points, so let's go ahead and back Donald up and see how he does trying to round fence. Oh! Oh, dang, I was really hoping he'd get it. Okay, let's see how he does going straight. Okay, so he gets a little bit stuck. Let's get him around here, see how he does here. That one was barely even an issue. Okay, so he's not terrible on points. He struggles a little bit. All right, just to wrap things up here. This is a weird but kind of fun and goofy toy. I actually am glad that I gave this a purchase. And he looks pretty good, all things considered. I like that the handrails are painted. The tender's a little too small, and the couplings here and here kind of suck. You know, it falls short because of the typical Trackmaster motorized faults. Like, it doesn't do as well on switches. These spikes kind of hurt it. It doesn't free run. Like, you know, all the basic issues I would have with a regular Trackmaster 2 engine, but he's better detailed. I like the face. He's tall as hell, which I assume all the other engines are like that. That's just like a change that they've made now, which is interesting. And the rolling stock is still small. You know, the tenders and rolling stock are still very small, but he did better on the points than I thought he did, or I thought he would. And his detailing is pretty solid. So yeah, I'd give this a solid 6.5 out of 10. It has its typical flaws, and I do think it could be a little wider, like in terms of scale. I'm kind of glad it's not for display and collector's sake, but I mean, he's how much taller than a standard Donald and Douglas, and he's like the same length, which I just think is odd. So, but yeah, I'm pretty happy with this. I think this is worth a purchase if you find one. If you find a second one, I think it's worth it to try and make a Douglas out of it. I'm going to try and get Rocks O'Clock to hook me up with some stickers for a second one potentially to turn into Douglas. So yeah, a pretty fine purchase. Again, buying Donald in the big 2025 in an official store was not exactly on my bingo card, but I'll take it. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this rather impromptu video, and more scripted and better content is coming soon.